Okay, hello McKinley students. So this is our first lab. I know some of you had some questions about how to do the lab. So I already set up my lab. I followed the instructions. I have my water. I have my salt. If you use distilled water, that is fine. Distilled water is nothing but just a type of filtered water. But if you use plain water, it'll still work the same. So this is similar to one of the labs that we talked about in class, which is the gummy bear lab. So I have my control group, which has my plain raisins. I tried to get raisins of like similar sizes. So I got like the medium size. I didn't get the small ones. And then of course I have my raisins and my plain water so you can kind of see what's going on in there. So these are just a few words I kind of wanted us to go back over in case you've forgotten. We've talked about osmosis, which is being able to have water come in and out of cells. We talked about diffusion, going from an area of high concentration or where it's more particles to an area of lower concentration. And then we talked about homeostasis, which is basically what our body does in order to maintain its normal balance, right? To go back to its normal format. Then we have semi-permeable membranes, which is like not like our cell wall, but our cell membrane is semi-permeable. It lets certain things come in and out of it, right? So my prunes, they have been sitting in this water for about 15-20 minutes. And then, like I said, I have my control. So if I were to take them out, let's say I want to take my prunes up out of my salt water. These ones right here are my salted ones. Kind of zoom in so you can see. And then I'm going to take out my plain water ones. So you can see those two. And then here are my plain ones. So I'm going to put one salt here so you kind of see. I'm going to do a plain one. And then I'm going to do a water-filled one. So automatically, I don't know if you can see, but if you look to the left, you can see that the salt water one, it kind of shrunk a little bit more. And this is my plain one. It doesn't have any type of water on it. It shrunk a little bit more. Why? Well, guess what? You have all of these salt particles up in here, right? And we know that diffusion goes from a high concentrated area and then it goes to a lower one. So if you already have this shrunken prune, it's moving from here. All the water from the prune is moving from here and it's going to go into the salt water. So it's actually moving from here to here. And then if I have my plain water, guess what? If nothing is in here and my prunes have like its sugar and it's already, of course, dried up and squished together, that means the particles are closer. The water is going to come from here and then it's going to plump this up and it's going to go from here to here. So this would be my my low concentrated area to my higher concentrated area.